If everyone wouldn't mind standing up for our 2026 graduates.
Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. Please, everyone, stay standing. We will now have the playing of the national anthem. Everybody can have a seat. We're going to have Mr. Dustin Gregory come up and do the invocation.
Thank you, Chokey. Does everybody hear me okay? All right. First off, class 2026, very proud of you. Congratulations for making it here. Some of you don't know me. I am Mrs. Gregory's husband, so I've got to watch some of you over the last couple years, and at least one of you here have known your whole life. So again, very proud of all of you for getting here. Let's go ahead and take a moment and bow our heads. Gracious and loving God, we come together today to celebrate this milestone these students have reached. We praise you for the knowledge gained, the challenges overcome, and the friendships gained over these years. Father, please bless and guide these graduates as they end this chapter of their lives and begin the journey ahead. Protect their minds, body, and soul wherever their journey takes them. We thank you for the gifts in the form of these teachers and administrators, those who have dedicated their lives to guiding, inspiring, and nurturing these graduates. We also give thanks to these parents, guardians, and families who have walked alongside these young adults. As these students leave here as graduates, please let them remember your word in Isaiah 40. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youth grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not grow faint. In all this we give thanks in your precious and holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Gregory. All right. Good evening, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, the resilient, independent, and unforgettable Cypress High School class of 26. Let's take a moment to look around and look at your peers and everyone that's sitting here with you today. Look at the people that's sitting next to you. Look at the families in the crowd who supported you and the staff over here who stood by you through your journey. On behalf of the faculty and administration, it is my absolute honor to welcome you all to the 2026 commencement ceremony. Tonight, we celebrate a massive milestone achieved by a group of graduates who have never been defined by tradition. Cypress High is not your typical school, and you are not your typical students. We don't have roaring football stadiums or pep rallies. Instead, our community was built in the quiet, meaningful spaces in between. It was built during those daily lunches, grabbing those lunch bags together, sitting down and just talking about everyday life, goals, and your futures. You chose a different path. You chose a non-traditional education because you knew that a standard mold couldn't hold you or hold your potential. Let's talk about the ownership. You balance unique schedules, responsibilities, and independent learning. Let's talk about the grit that you all showed. You proved that you don't need the traditional bells and whistles to achieve academic excellence. Let's talk about the wonderful culture that you've established. A culture where individuality is celebrated and where every student is seen for who they truly are. You navigated your education on your own terms, and that makes tonight's victory entirely yours. To the parents and guardians and support systems that are here tonight, thank you. You understood that these graduates needed a different environment to thrive, and you backed them every step of the way. Your flexibility, love, and encouragement are all the reasons they are wearing these caps and gowns tonight. Let's give our families a huge round of applause right now. And to our dedicated Cypress staff, thank you for seeing the unique spark in every single student and providing the mentorship they needed to be successful. Thank you. Graduates, because you attended a non-traditional school, you are already steps ahead of everyone else. You already know how to advocate for yourselves. You already know how to manage your time, think critically, and pave your own way in this world that doesn't always stick to a script. Whether you are moving on to a higher education, stepping directly into the workforce, or launching into your next big creative venture, you are ready. You have already proven that you don't need a conventional crowd to cheer you on to do great things. So, class of 2026, right now I want you to take a big, deep breath. Be incredible. Be very proud of the fact that you did high school your own way. And you made it to the finish line, which is today. Without further ado, let us begin the 2026 Cypress High School Commencement ceremony. Right now, we're going to call up our keynote speaker for tonight, Mr. Aurelio Diaz. Come on up. Aurelio Diaz is a proud 1995 graduate of Mansfield Senior High School and a lifelong advocate for community engagement, arts, and inclusion. He is the owner of La Luna, a downtown cultural arts and community center, and the founder of Troop Flow, an inclusive dance troupe that showcases the talents and creativity of individuals with disabilities. Aurelio also serves as the elected representative for Mansfield's 5th Ward on the Mansfield City Council. Through his leadership, service, and commitment to uplifting others, he works to build a stronger and more connected community. He is honored to be this year's keynote speaker and celebrate the achievements of the Cypress High School graduating class. Aurelio Diaz.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, staff, board members. I am truly honored to be here tonight. I do not use that word loosely. I'm very honored. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this incredible celebration with you. It is truly an honor to join you as we celebrate Cypress High School class of 2026. To the graduates, congratulations. Today is your day. As I thought about what I wanted to share with you, I kept coming back to one simple phrase and one simple theme. And today I'm going to be speaking about you being your own hype man. Now, we all know what a hype man does. A hype man gets the crowd excited. They remind people of your strengths. They celebrate victories. They encourage you to keep going. They bring you energy, confidence, and belief. Most people think a hype man's job is to show up when things are well. But I've learned that the most important time a hype man is needed is when things are not well. And sometimes the person who has to be your hype man is ultimately you. Because life won't always be provided with applause. There will be moments when people don't understand your vision. There will be times when your hard work goes unnoticed. There will be times and days when you question yourself and your decisions and your future actions. And in those moments, you can't always depend on someone else to remind you who you are. You have to learn how to do that for yourself. You have to become the voice that says, keep going. You have to be that voice that says, you can do this. And you have to be the voice that says, you've come too far to quit now. The reason this message matters so much to me because I know what adversity feels like. My journey has not been a straight line or black and white. And like many people sitting in this auditorium, I face challenges and disappointments and losses and moments of uncertainty. There are times when the outcomes were not clear, times when the path forward wasn't obvious, yet every challenge taught me something. Every obstacle helped shape me, every setback becomes a lesson, and every lesson becomes part of the foundation that allows one to continue to grow. The reason I stand before you today is not because adversity never found me, it's because I learned to not let adversity define me. I learned that sometimes your greatest growth happens in moments that nobody applauds you, and sometimes your greatest victory is simply refusing to give up. So as I look out today at the graduation class, I know that there are stories in this room that many people will never fully understand. Some of you work jobs while completing high school. Some of you raised families. Some of you face financial hardships or your families face financial hardships. Some of you experienced great significant loss. Some of you struggled academically. So some of you battled self-doubt, and some of you overcame obstacles that nobody sitting in this room will ever know about. Yet here you are, all of you. Walking across the stage tonight, you will receive your diploma and beginning a new chapter, and that is triumph. And that's something I want you to remember, because triumph comes in many ways. Too often society tells us that triumph only looks like a trophy or a title or an award or scholarship. And all those things are wonderful things. They're not the only measure of success. Triumph is also getting up when you fall down or when you're pushed down. Triumph is learning failure instead of being defeated by it. It is showing up when things are difficult. It is choosing hope over fear. Triumph is becoming the first person in your family to try something new. Triumph is growth. Triumph is resilience. It's perseverance. It's becoming the person that you are right now. That's why it's important to know, that's why it's important to be your own hype man. Because if you only celebrate the big moments, you'll miss the victories happening every single day. Celebrate your progress. Celebrate your courage. Celebrate your willingness to try again. Celebrate the obstacles you've overcome. Celebrate the person that you are becoming. Don't wait for someone else to tell you that you're doing a good job. Don't wait for the world to validate your worth. Don't wait for a standing ovation before believing in yourself. Believe in yourself right now. And graduates, here's something else I've learned. Your story is still being written. Today is not the end of your story at all. It's not even a chapter that will completely define you. It's simply the beginning of a brand new chapter in your life. Some of you know exactly what's next, and some of you don't. And that's okay, because life rarely unfolds exactly as planned. There will be plot twists, there will be unexpected opportunities, there will be challenges, and there will be lots of victories. There will be moments that change everything, but don't let one difficult chapter convince you that your story is entirely over. One setback, One setback is not your ending. One mistake is not your identity. I repeat, one mistake is not your identity. One failure is not your future. Every day, you have an opportunity to write a new page. And as your own hype man, your job is to keep believing that the next page matters. Keep believing that your story has purpose. Keep believing that your best chapter may still be ahead of you. So class of 2026, right? You can do it. As you leave here today, I hope you remember 3 things. 1, be your own hype man. Second, don't allow adversity to define you. And third, recognize triumph comes in many shapes and forms. Whether your next step is college or the military, a trade, joining the workforce, becoming an entrepreneur, or something that you haven't imagined yet, be sure to walk forward with your head all the way up with confidence. Celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, encourage yourself when life gets difficult, and never forget how much you've already overcome to reach this very moment. The world may not always stand up and hand you a microphone. Sometimes you have to grab it for yourself and remind the world and remind yourself who you are. So, congratulations, class of 2026 Cypress High School. Your story is still being written. Now go out and write a fantastic legacy. Congratulations.
Next up, we'd like to bring up Mrs. April Gregory. She's going to introduce our student speakers.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate our students and their accomplishments. At this time, we're going to hear from a few of the students and their experience here at Cypress High School. We're going to hear about the memories that they've made and the experiences that have helped shape their future. We are incredibly proud of their hard work, their growth, and their achievements. So please join me in welcoming our first student speaker, Torrance Bratton.
Can I put it in there or no?
If you want to put it there, I have it also here.
Oh, you do? Shoot, thank you.
I got you.
All right, I'm just gonna hold it. Just gonna hold it. Yes. Starting out at high school, I did not know what to expect. Due to my no filter, I got into a lot of trouble. Like, I got sat in the hallway and just sat there, just to think about my actions. But over some time, I have learned. Okay, hold on. I'm nervous. Over some time, I've learned by reading the Bible. Me learning about God taught me to push through like random things and start loving people, because at the end of the day, it's all about respect, and it's all about just loving others and treating them how they want to be treated. My experience here was beautiful, and I've met so many loving people, and I am very glad for it. I don't know. Hold on. Last one. This last year was like kind of difficult for some people. We went through teachers, like specifically construction teachers. It was kind of hard, and due to Dr. Kelly and Miss Gregory, I wouldn't have made it here without them. I didn't just make friends this year. I made family. That's it.
Thank you, Torrance. Our next student speaker is Nautica Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. Standing here today honestly means more to me than I can fully explain. A lot of people see graduation as just receiving a diploma, but for me, this moment represents long days, late nights, working full-time while trying to finish school, feeling exhausted, stressed, and still choosing not to give up. There was a point in my life where school stopped being my main focus because I was trying to survive and figure life out first. And for a long time, I felt embarrassed that my journey didn't look like everyone else's. But I realized that life doesn't move at the same pace for everyone. Some people have to grow up faster, some people have to fight harder, and some people are trying to build stability for themselves while also trying to build a future. Like many people here, my journey wasn't perfect. There were moments I felt stuck, moments I felt unmotivated, moments where I honestly wanted to quit completely. But I kept going, and I know I'm not the only one. Everyone sitting in this room has a story people may never fully know about. Some people were balancing work, family responsibilities, personal struggles, pressure, or just trying to hold everything together while still showing up every day and trying their best. And that takes strength. I used to think success looked like having a perfect journey, but now I think success is getting back every single time life tries to sit you back down. Because success is not about timing. It's about showing up for yourself even after setbacks. It's about continuing to try even when life gets hard. And it's about refusing to give up on your future no matter how long it takes to get there. This is my story at 21, and if there's anything I hope people take from it, it's that it's never too late to start building the life you want for yourself. Being here today proves something important. You do not have to have a perfect story to have a successful ending. I'm grateful to be standing here today, not because my journey was perfect, but because I didn't give up on it. And while this chapter is coming to an end, I'm excited for what comes next. This diploma isn't the finish line. It's one step closer to the future I've been working toward. And before I finish, I want to say thank you. Thank you to Dr. Kelly, Ms. Cassidy, and Ms. Jill for your support and encouragement throughout this journey. And most importantly, thank you, Miss Amy, for seeing the potential in me from the day you first met me and for sticking by my side through all of this. If it wasn't for you, I truly would not be standing here today. Your belief helped me believe in myself. And last but not least, congratulations, class of 2026. No matter what it took to get here, we made it. Thank you.
Our next student speaker is Nyman Lewis.
Hey y'all. I've attended Cypress for 3 years, and let me tell you, I made them work for their paycheck every week, okay? I love Cypress though. They definitely made me prosper and grow into an intelligent woman that I am today. They taught me a lot of things that I definitely will use in the real world, that I definitely needed, let me tell you. But I do want to give a special thanks to Dr. Kelly, Miss Amy, Coach, because y'all definitely stuck there for me. Y'all definitely stuck it out for me, for real. And Miss Howe Parks now. she stuck with me on a day-to-day basis, and she made me push. She seen better in me than I seen in myself. And if it wasn't for Miss Howell Parks, I probably wouldn't have my tassels or anything like that. Okay, sorry, stop. But she pushed me every day to be better, even when I wanted to quit, because I definitely wanted to quit healthcare a couple of times, and she made me keep doing it. She made me push forward, and now I graduated with all 3 certifications, thanks to Miss Howell. And I'm really grateful for Cypress High. Like, they did a lot for me, like a lot. They made me grow as a person, mentally, physically, and everything. Like, I love it. Like, this place is awesome, honestly. Okay, I'm finna cry, so I'm done. Thank y'all. And I wanna say thank you, Mommy, I love you. Thank you for everything.
All right, our last student speaker for this evening is Stephen Lowe.
Good evening, teachers and administrations, family, friends, and fellow graduates. When people see a graduate walk across the stage, they often see the finish line. For me, this moment represents every challenge, setback, and difficult day that led to this achievement. Life hasn't been easy, and there were times the future felt uncertain, but I've learned that our struggles don't define us. How we respond to them does. I stand here today not because I never stumbled, but because I kept getting back up. I wouldn't be here today without the incredible people at Cypress High School. The teachers, staff, and administrators saw potential even when I couldn't see it in myself. When I drifted off course, they encouraged me, supported me, and reminded me that my future mattered. I especially want to thank Miss Cassidy. There are people who do their jobs, and there are people who change lives. Miss Cassidy was one of those people. She went above and beyond to make sure I stayed on track. To all the teachers and administrators who invested in me, thank you for your patience, encouragement, and never giving up on me. To my fellow graduates, remember this: everyone's journey is different. No matter what obstacles you faced, don't let your past decide your future. Today is proof that perseverance pays off. Keep moving forward, and you'll achieve more than you ever thought possible. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Great job, student speakers. That was wonderful. Next up, we're going to call up Miss Myra Karcher. She's going to present some awards.
Good evening. It is both my honor and my pleasure to present our student awards for the 25-26 school year. Students, if I call your name, can you please come up on stage so that I can give you your award? Our first award goes to the student with the highest GPA for the school year, and this student is Emily Smith. Our next, second award goes to the student with the second highest GPA, and that's Brianna Schertzinger. Okay, the next group of students I'm going to call up are all receiving the 3 healthcare certification awards. So they receive phlebotomy, patient care, and medical assistant. So if you can come up and stand on stage and then they can take your picture. It's going to be Carter Brewster, Zakira Bigelow, Kaylee Brown, Kaylee Cole, Moira Hilliard, Janae Keith, and Diamond Lewis. Our next group of awards is in recognition of our students that successfully completed all 3 manufacturing certifications. And actually, I think it's 4 this year: safety, maintenance awareness, and quality practices and measurement. Will the following students please come forward? Jaden Coleman, Mason Davis, Sean Favors, Lenasia Fisher, Mason Folkman, Doug Heston, Ethan Jacobs, Daniel Lancaster, and Savannah Miller. The next set of awards is for our CTE students that have been recognized by their teachers as going above and beyond. For construction, we have Torrance Bratton, David Knipp, William Matz, and Romel Taylor. The next above and beyond awards go to manufacturing, and that would be Daniel Lancaster and Savannah Miller. For nail tech, we have Brianna Schertzinger. Our final above and beyond awards are in healthcare, and those go to Kaylee Cole and Moira Hilliard. And that concludes our awards for tonight. Congratulations to all of our 25-26 Cypress High School graduates.
All right, next up, we're going to call Ms. Paula Waldrop up to do the presentation of the 2026 diplomas.
Yeah. All right, it's time. Are you guys ready? This is why you came here, right? Okay, all right, well, let's get started, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the teachers to come on and get in line. For parents and family, we did invite each of the students to choose a teacher that they would like to hand their diploma to them. So we are getting ready for that right now. So we'll call the students up with their teachers. Okay. Want to go ahead and we'll get the first row going here. So our first teacher is Mrs. Beth Hahn. What? No. Until they get settled there. Carion Brown. Namar Powell. Mrs. Brianna Horn. Kiki Bigelow. Carter Brewster. Kaylee Brown. Marissa Kalem. Kaylee Cole. Moira Duncan. Erica Howell. Kalia Hunter. Janae Keith. Madeline Lapoche. Diamond Lewis. Alexis Ray. Delilah Silverwood. Emily Smith. Okay, thank you. Okay, Miss Cassidy. Cadence Baxter. Jamar Busing. Torrance Bratton. Jordan Chapman. Blaze Compton. Joey Dean. Remington Higgins. Mason Holstein. Ethan Jacobs. Nautica Johnson. Julia Long. Gavin McClintock. Zariana McCrary. Marcella Montgomery. Justin Neely. Caden Ray. Okay, ask Mrs. Karcher to come up, please. Kamaya Harris. Miss Manasi. Tajon Ginn. Autumn Kromoff. Miss Shoemaker. Tayshawn Anderson. Kaylin Jorgensen. Octavia Loss. Mia Michelli. Willow Slusher. Okay. Now Miss Weiss. Miss Weiss now. Ms. Weiss, please come on up. Janelise Capiello. Maya Montgomery. Brianna Schertzinger. Mr. Wuchik. That's right. Yep. Mason Davis. Lanasia Fisher. Mason Folkman. Andre Joseph. David Knipp. Daniel Lancaster. William Matz. Savannah Miller. Jaden Mills. Romel Taylor. Nakaira Wright. Mrs. Zapes. Enrique Rivera. Riley Sargent. All right, Coach Bradley will do the rest. Riley Bell. Jamon Bird. Jaden Coleman. Brian Cross. Kamari Dukes. Douglas Heston. Rashad Holder. Travis Jarrell. Brianna Johnson. Jakari Johnson. Keelan Knipp. Stephen Lowe. Brian Muir. Anthony Salazar Klein. Landon Snyder. Haley Wilfong. Malachi Ginn.
Next up, before we do the turning of the tassel, I'm gonna get the closing remarks. Graduates, we have listened to some wonderful speeches. we have cheered your names, and you have officially received your diplomas. Before we dismiss you into the world as Cypress High School alumni, I want you to take one last look around this room. Look at the mentors who didn't just teach you from a textbook, but listen to you. Look at your peers, the ones who shared those bag lunches with you, who swapped those stories with you, and built this unique community that we have. You came to Cypress because you wanted something different out of your education. And today, you leave here having proven that the road less traveled can lead to the ultimate success. As you walk out of these doors today, you are stepping into a world that doesn't always come with a strict syllabus or a clear set of instructions. But if your time at Cypress has taught you anything, it's that you don't need a traditional script to build a meaningful life. You've already mastered the art of carving out your own path, so don't stop now. When life gets unpredictable, remember that you are built for non-traditional challenges. Remember the people who saw your worth and supported all of your visions. The world out there needs your individuality, your grit, and your unique perspectives. Without further ado, we're going to call up Miss April Gregory to do the turning of the tassels.
Okay. All right, here we go. What did I say? Everyone stand up, class of 2026. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and the incredible graduating class of Cypress High School. Today, as you stand on the threshold of tomorrow, I want to commend you for your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Each of you faced challenges, has overcome obstacles, celebrate triumphs, shaping you into remarkable individuals that you are. As you prepare to turn your tassels, remember this isn't the end of high school, it's just the beginning of a new adventure. Embrace the unknown with courage, conviction, and never lose sight of your potential. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go forth, dream big, and make the world a better place, one tassel turn at a time. You may turn your tassels. Okay, I present to you guys the class of 2026 Cypress High School. Congratulations, and take your gift bags.
Don't forget the gifts. Make sure you get the gifts underneath your seat.